Hey everyone, Charles Stevens here with this week's Words of Wisdom. We're continuing our series, Legacy, Living What Outlives You, and today we're focusing on investing beyond yourself. Author and motivational speaker Jim Rohn once said, "One of the highest values of life is not what you get. One of the highest values of life is what you become. One of the greatest values of becoming is what you are able to pour into others." I just love that. You see, legacy isn't measured by what we accumulate for ourselves. It's measured by what we invest in others. This past weekend reminded me of that in a very powerful way. On Friday night, I had the privilege of celebrating the graduation of seniors from the Christian school where I currently serve as upper school principal. Then on Saturday, I attended the graduation ceremony of my former school where I served as principal for 10 years before retiring. As I sat through those ceremonies, I found myself thinking less about diplomas and more about people. I thought about the students who had grown into young men and women. I thought about the teachers, the coaches, the parents, family members, mentors, and administrators who had poured into them over the years. And I was reminded that education, leadership, and parenting have all something in common. The greatest rewards often come from seeds you planted long ago. Many of the graduates crossing those stages probably don't remember every lesson they were taught, but they will remember the people who believed in them, challenged them, encouraged them, and helped shape their character. That's investing beyond yourself. It's choosing to invest your time, energy, wisdom, and influence in ways that help others grow. And the beautiful thing about that kind of investment is that the return often continues long after you're gone. One of my favorite verses in scripture is Galatians 6:9. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Sometimes we don't immediately see the impact we're making. Sometimes the harvest takes years to appear. But that doesn't mean the investment isn't working. So here's something I want you to think about this week. Who are you intentionally investing in? Who needs your encouragement? Who could benefit from your experience, your wisdom? Who might be waiting for someone to believe in them? Or perhaps the even deeper question, if all of your investments were measured by the lives you've influenced rather than the possessions you've accumulated, what would your portfolio look like? I challenge you to find one intentional way to invest in someone else this week. Make the phone call, send the note of encouragement, share your wisdom, spend the time. Because the greatest legacy isn't what you leave for people, it's what you leave in people. That's all for this week's Words of Wisdom. Next week, we'll be finishing up this series with an emphasis on finishing with faith, not just success. Have a great week.